Welcome back, or welcome if you've never been here before. This type of video is about making beats. This is where I do like a 30-minute challenge with a friend of mine named Charlotte, and at basically the end of it I show you what I can do in 30 minutes and what she can do in 30 minutes. But I messed up again. I tried using some settings that I hadn't tried before in the hopes it would make the video better, and it didn't work basically. So a lot of audio is missing. So instead of wasting the content and wasting the time that we put into doing this sort of stuff, I decided to switch up, make it like a little bit different, and hopefully get it sorted for next time. Cause yeah, I'm happy with the beat that I made. Not sure if Charlotte is, but I don't really care. I'm just going to walk through what I did quite quickly, sort of give an overview as to what like thought processes went into the beat, and then I'm just going to show you it at the end of it. And that's going to be the video for today. Okay, so this is basically just the start. We just like do a lot of talking and stuff because I mean we're mates, we're just like sort of catching up. So I just sped this along because you guys don't want to see or hear that. I mean, you can't even hear it, so there's not really much point. Okay, so this is where I start. This is like the basics of like when I start a 30-minute beat, I need a sample. Like I could potentially make the melody myself, but I want a certain production level and I want to see how quickly I can get stuff done, how full of a beat I can do. If like I start with a sample, it makes it a little bit quicker. I got like a boom bap trap, maybe? No, so that's a stupid idea. Move on, man. That was never gonna work. Okay, so I'm searching for drums here. Like no matter if I make the melody myself or whatever I do, always have to search for drums because drum samples is not something I can recreate, and I don't have any good drum machines, so I kind of have to use samples, and there's no way around that for me. Okay, so because I've got the sample now and I've got like the sort of melody down, because I don't have perfect pitch, I need to like use the program to tell me what notes there are, because the 808 is another instrument. It's not like a kick or anything like that. We can just like hit it. It's another instrument, so I need to know where the notes are of the melody for it to like work. So that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, once I've got the melody and once I've got the 808, those are kind of the two main things I focus on first. Mainly, is that true? Is that true? I don't know. It is what it is. But then I do the drum pattern, and like the drum pattern is going to change based upon taste, based upon genre. It doesn't really matter. The whole point is, yeah, you have to be quite particular with your drum pattern. You can't just throw drums out and expect it to work. And I'm trying to, me personally, I need to work on my drum patterns. I'm not very happy with them at the moment. I can do some standard ones that work, and I can choose stuff, but it needs improving. So yeah, basically here I was just doing the drum patterns, just making it sound good before I move on to the next thing, which is effects and variation. Because I only have 30 minutes, it's kind of hard to make it sound interesting in those 30 minutes, because all these little refinements and stuff that you see in the final products of a lot of people's beats takes ages. That's the part that takes ages. The initial beat, you only need 30 minutes to make a beat. But to finish a beat, that takes hours, days, like, you know, it's ridiculous. So whenever I do these 30 minutes, I try and put in as much variation as I can, just to mix things up, so it's not just like... Okay, I'm a mixing engineer as well, so an issue with that is that I'm so particular with how clean my sounds are and stuff, at least for a certain level, before I let people listen to them. So regardless of how much time I have, mixing is always going to be part of what I do. And it's so stupid because it wastes so much time, but like I just refine the kick, the snare, the hi-hat, you know, I clean it up. I'm distorting the kick and the 808 here because I wanted them to be punchy. I wanted them to be very punchy, so you need a bit of distortion on that, especially if you choose a sample that sounds good but isn't like hard. I didn't have enough time to mix it really well without using distortion to make it sound punchy, so that's why I went for Soundgoodizer and, you know, the Blood Overdrive that FL Studio has there for the 808. It's just to make it sound bigger than it actually is. It's not good practice just to layer those things on, but like that's why I put like the compressors and stuff on it, is just to control it. So yeah, that's why I do that stuff there. I didn't think that Charlotte wanted me to do arranging. When we first started this, like on the first one, I didn't arrange anything. It was just like a 1-minute track. It was just like intro, main body, done. But she was like, no, you gotta do arrangement and stuff. I was like, fine. So from then on, I've like done like some really quick arranging. When I say really quick, intro, verse, chorus, verse, verse, outro. I mean, it's arrangement, so you know, she doesn't yell at me. I don't know if she's gonna watch this, but I said what I said, and then I just move on to more arrangement, but more variation, because I had a little bit of time left, and the main body of everything had been done. I did pick a counter melody instrument for this, but I forgot to put it in. I had time, but I forgot to put it in, so that was stupid. So I ended up working on more variation and included some more chants and stuff, just to make it a little bit more interesting. Finally, I do some more work on the bass, because it kind of needs it, not gonna lie. So to make it more interesting than just following the bass notes of, the chord bass notes of the chord progression of the melody, I had to switch it up a little bit and make it a bit more interesting, because it was boring as hell. That's mainly what a track is. Like, you take an idea, you just make it not boring. Like, I realize I'm saying that a lot today, but like, it is just making it not boring with a bit of a vibe to it. It's the hardest thing to do. And look how stupid this last. I have 30 seconds in this last bit, and I just decide, I'll just find another effect. Just slap it on there. So unmixed, terrible, but I put it on there. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean, this is just like what's meant to be in the 30 minutes. So yeah, this part is just like I'm talking with her again, just like we're just sharing experiences. Oh, this went wrong, this went right, and all that stuff. But I'm gonna skip all that, and I'm just gonna show you the final product. I'm actually gonna show my beat last, because I wanted to go out with a bang. This is Charlotte's beat. Essentially, obviously she produces way differently to me. She does like a whole different kind of genre, which is why we sound so different. I kind of like doing this with her because it's such a contrast. But she uses Logic. I used to use Logic loads, but I've become more of an FL guy. But she's been using Logic a lot, and she did like a much calmer beat than me. But here's what she did. I've got the audio for that, so here is what she's done. This is what it sounds like. Okay, I organized things a little bit more after the fact and cleaned things a little bit more, but it's basically the beat that I made. The only thing in it that I didn't get to do in the 30 minutes was the slight counter melody, but it became less of a counter melody, more of a added variation thing. So I'm gonna show you it anyway. It's like the smallest changes is basically what I did in 30 minutes. Don't call me out for cheating. It's one instrument. But yeah, here's the final beat. This is what it sounds like at the end of everything. And thank you very much for watching. That's it. That's what we did in 30 minutes. It's like, yeah, it's basically what we can do at the moment. If you enjoyed this or anything else that you've watched on my channel, don't be afraid to click the subscribe button. It's free. Just click it. It's just right there. Just click it. And if you didn't enjoy it, then, you know, click the subscribe button anyway, so you've got something to watch when you're in a bad mood and you want to judge something. Works out for me. If you want to see me make any sort of beats live, or you just want to have a chat with me live, then I live stream on Twitch on Mondays and Thursdays, starting from like 6 o'clock-ish. So you can join me on there, link in the description as well. And if you want to see some shorter form content, then I do Instagram as well, so go follow me there. Just follow all the socials, do it now. But thank you very much for watching, I appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.